have enough onions for the soup?
I don't think so.
Greetings to you. Good morning, Captain.
One beer. Chill for some news. You're not alone. If I wanted to fight, I might as well go to the monastery. You? What would you do there? Unless they needed a scarecrow for the cabbage patch. Whereas they make you the abbot, your reverence. An abbot with a habit. I have something good. In some monastery in Sasau, there was some monk who just loved meat. So he had the cellar filled with water up to his ankles and put a couple of pigs in there.
What would you like, friend?
Can I ask you something?
Of course. What about?
Why is this place called the Devil's Den?
Why do you think? Take a look at the regulars. They're all rogues, cutthroats, and smugglers.
Would you prefer the noble elite?
Well, I didn't want to attract any unwanted attention, but the hopping hair never really caught on.
Devil's Den sounds better anyway.
Maybe so, but it doesn't really instill trust in folks.
What's new around here, innkeeper?
Well, nothing much. If there was something, I'd tell you.
I've come for my dog.
About time. He's a hungry beast.
What do you have for sale? Let's talk about the price.
Very well.
How's this?
That's not enough. Aye, you'll convince me with that price. Thank you, and a good day to you, friend.
Funny name. Why, do you know the place? A little. Bad idea. Tomorrow is already setting up a job here. What's gotten into you? What's your problems? You've got a problem, so spit it out.
I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention.
What would you like, sir?
I'll have a look at the wares. Word about the price.
Very well.
Do we have a deal?
That's too much. Aye, you'll convince me with that price. I was glad to be of help to you, good sir.
Aye, coming right up.
Here, mutt. Good boy. Good boy.
Janos and Ada are back, so that's a reason to celebrate. Are you drinking with us?
You want to start drinking now? Isn't it a bit too early?
Oh, fuck no. Who knows what tomorrow will bring?
Let's have a toast to that.
Toast? Nah. We get drunk like hogs.
To pytam się jej, czy nie chce wskoczyć na konika.
Ada, for fuck's sake.
A wiesz co ona mi na to?
She says she don't understand shit, huh?
Shut the fuck up! Both of you!
A co ty taki wrażliwy?
Did Henry take his sweet time with a rope? Or are you this stupid from birth and I just forgot?
Ah, he's thicker now. If Henry let him choke any longer, he'd be drooling on his shirt.
Chcesz mordę?
Shut up! Fucking hell.
What biting your arse, devil, huh?
I wanted to say I'm glad you and Ada are back. But I don't feel like it anymore.
No to my się sami napijemy. Na zdrowie!
Yeah! To us!
You should raise a toast to Henry. You'd be dead if it wasn't for him.
I suppose so. Thanks, Shishka.
Ungrateful bastards! Now we should all thank Henry for bringing us to the same table again. So, to Henry.
To me, then.
May he live long and longer for every drink.
Ah, how you drink, he live forever.
Want a punch in the snout.
Don't start, you pair of cocks. To Henry!
To Henry.
Za tę śliczną cycatkę z łaźni.
Only them? You have more, no?
Tell us about it, Henry. What happened?
I also found Matthew, but he grew tired of your pack. He prefers robbing old crones by the road.
Zdradziecki, zapluty szczur. Jeśli wejdzie mi w drogę, zatłukę go, kurwa, jak świnie!
What did he say?
Nothing nice, I'd imagine. But he forgot to add, Kurva!
What about the rest?
And Raniek is dead.
Somebody rammed dice down his throat.
Not quite, but it was dice that paid him back in the end.
Kurwa! Dał słowo, że tym razem na pewno wygra. Ale znamy się jak łyse konie. Miałem go lepiej pilnować.
Don't feel bad, hey? He not want help and he don't deserve it. What about the rest?
And Bahuta, he has decided to redeem himself, so he could pass the Lord's judgment.
Co za jełop. Nawet Bóg ma go w dupie. Ha!
He got to try hard. Wake up before sunrise, pray, give up meat and beer, and the woman's. Fuck, poor bastard.
That's it. That's everyone.
So, we are the only ones?
Unfortunately. But the best remained.
So, to loyal brothers in arms.
Yeah, to us! Long live us!
W moim ogródeczku rośnie rózyska. Napój mi, Maniusiu, mego kunicka. Nie chcę, nie napoję, bo się kunia, kurwa boję. Bo się kunia, kurwa boję, bo mi jeszcze młoda!
Nice. We also have one like that.
To teraz ty, młodzieniaszku, dawaj!
What did he say?
He say you sing now.
I'd be delighted. Underneath our windows, water flows so clear. Take my little horse there and water him, my dear. I won't water him, though. No, I can't anymore.
Cudownie! Pięknie!
Henry, my friend, Janusz love you.
A mnie nie?
You most, my sweet other.
No to wypijmy za to!
What did he say?
We drink to that.
Of course we'll drink.
Two last drop, Henry. That is the way. You tell us some story, eh?
Ah, you fellas are a pair of animals. But I love you.
Henry, our boy.
Wycałuj go ode mnie, ty gnojku!
Oh, kurwa. I feel like shit.
No proszę, a któż to do nas idzie? Nieźle. Wyglądasz zdecydowanie lepiej niż Kubienka i Czart. Zdecydowanie. Zaprzyjaźnimy się.
Yes. Sure.
So, how did your trial by fire go last night?
Well, I still have both my shoes. I woke up in bed alone, and it wasn't even full of puke. So I suppose it was a success?
I'm jealous. At my age, a hangover is almost as bad as getting shot in the arse.
You always drink like that.
Almost always. The mornings are hard, but at least you clear your head. And often your stomach, too.
I'd like to learn a new combat technique.
Certainly. I'm just about bored to death, so at least this'll make the time pass faster. If you're a good lad, I'll show you one of my best tricks with a sword. Or how to quickly send the bastard who's against you to the devil! But it can only be done with a sword. And what's more, you can't have a shield in your other hand.
That sounds good. Teach me that.
Of course. I knew immediately that would lure you in. The main thing is to attack from above. To quickly catch the opponent's wrist and push the edge of your own sword over his blade, so it's under his neck. If you do it right, I reckon I don't have to tell you what comes next, do I? And now, come and try it a few times. Good. You could be bloody damn good. If you don't get killed first.
I'd like to learn a new combat technique.
Certainly. I'm just about bored to death, so at least this'll make the time pass faster. I've seen you fight, and you could be a bit more direct, my friend. Just forget about what it looks like, you get me? I'll show you how to take out your opponent without slitting him open from his neck to his arse. What do you say?
That sounds good. Teach me that.
Aye, I can see you like longswords too, eh? So listen, the trick is about speed and surprise. After stabbing with the sword, you immediately turn it around, and while sliding, you strike the sword's pommel forward. If you do it fast enough, the opponent won't have time to move, and you'll hit him right between the eyes. And now, come and try it a few times. Good. You could be bloody...
I'd like to learn from a master.
Where's that wine? Nor should I write it down in your diary so you'll remember it.
Again?
Always!
Fine. I'll go and get some. So what's next, now that your band is back together?
Well, I've got Kubienka, Adar and Janosch. It's not much, but it'll have to do. Now we just have to figure out how to give hell to Sigismund.
What am I to do?
Well, didn't you say you needed to find Liechtenstein as soon as possible?
Aye, I'm working on it. Can we fight together?
What would you prefer, real or practice weapons?
With real weapons?
All right. How many opponents do you have in mind?
I want to fight against at least 2 people.
All right. Let's get started. Let's go. You lost! You've got a lot to learn. When you're in better shape...
To you.
No, I got a bit of a scratch somewhere. There's nothing.
You have a... My God, lad. Why are you all covered in blood?
I need a bath.
Certainly. We're open.
I'd like a pretty girl to take care of all my needs.
My girls know how to make a fella happy.
What I really need right now is a little taste of paradise.
All right, but money up front.
Let's talk about the price.
Certainly. No problem.
Let's talk about the price.
Certainly. No problem.
Do we have a deal?
You must be from a poor region. Excellent. You'll find exactly what you were looking for in my baths.
You don't see stamina like that every day. See you next time, warrior.
You silly mutt.
Good evening, Henry.
And a good evening to you too, Devil.
It'll be good once I've had a skinful.
Let's fight.
You want the rough stuff? Or should I be gentle with you? Practice or real weapons, I mean.
Let's fight with real weapons.
All right. How many opponents do you have in mind?
I want to fight against at least 2 people.
All right. Let's get started. You haven't got a chance. He came, he saw, he shot himself. Surprised?
Take that! Bad. Stop! I give up!
Well, had enough? Is that all you've got? I have to say, Henry, I was expecting more from you. Maybe you'll do better next time.
You silly doggy. What are you here for today?
My body is in need of rest and relaxation.
Certainly. We're open.
I've heard the girls here can work wonders. I'd like to see that for myself.
My girls know how to make a fella happy.
What I really need right now is a little taste of paradise.
Excellent. Pay up, and we can get started.
Let's talk about the price.
Certainly. No problem. You certainly won't regret it. My baths are first class.
Ugh, I always get hungry after a fuck like that. I'll go and find something to eat.
Aw, you pooch.
I'd like to learn a few tricks.
I can't now. Come back later.
A large beer for me.
God bless you, sir.
That's mine. Find your own. You swine.
My God, for Will! Dodge!
I surrender!
Sick!
Pichaba! Escucha!
Imad Costa Polo!
go, kurvák! You can't take me! Ah, bastard! Gyáva szarevő! There's no escape! Na mi van? Na, mi lesz, te hullajelölt? Baszni rá! You can't take me! Ah, bassz meg! Na mi van? Összeszartad magad? You're no match for me! Nincs esélyed, te
You
gyomorú!
can't take me!
Most ez! Húzza pokolba, te fasz!
Death! You can't take me!
Baszni rá! Nincs esélyed, te nyomorult! Na mi van? Összeszartad magad?
You're a dead man! You know that?
Na, mi lesz, te hullajelölt? Vigy! I found the Thunderstone.
Really? Oh,
God bless you, Henry. Without the stone, I don't know what I would do. Or what else could help me.
Well, you don't have to worry about that now. Take the stone. I hope it helps you.
Thank you so much. You have no idea how much this means to me. This stone will make giving birth easier and save my baby's life.
Glad to have been of service.
I'll get Hannah to give you a lower price at the stud farm, as I promised. And you know what? I'll share a piece of wisdom my grandmother taught me. She said you need to brew nightshade with twice as much mugwort and a good splash of brandy. That's how to fix a concoction that'll clean you out at both ends and cure all sorts of ills. She used it on me after I gave birth and said it saved my life. So it could come in handy for you too sometime.
Thanks. That sounds, let's not say dangerous exactly, but definitely fascinating. I'll just make a quick note so I don't forget. Not sure I'll ever muster the courage to try it, though.
Think nothing of it. And if you want, stop by and talk to my husband, Stamir. He's a very skilled man. And since you've been so helpful, if you like, perhaps he'll let you in on some of his blacksmithing secrets. Oh, and I also have some money put aside for emergencies, so you can have that. It's not much, but it's all I can give you.
Hold on to your money. I'm sure it'll come in handy for you at some point. I was glad I could help. So let's leave it at that.
Oh, Mother Mary. What a noble man you are. Thank you.
No thanks.
You've no business here. Good. And don't come back. I should look inside my chest to see if anything's missing. What are you doing here? If anything's missing, I should take it.
Where do you think you're going?
That's right.
What do you need, sir?
I don't mean to be rude, but I heard from Grosh the innkeeper you got into a fight with Tomlin from Horshan over a woman.
Look, stay out of my shit. Go and pester somebody else, you hear?
I was just wondering what it was all about.
I don't give a fuck what you're wondering. Kona will tell you if she has a mind to. But if you're here to spread gossip about us, I'll stuff your nosy face in the forge.
I'd like to learn something.
What are you interested in?
Show me what you can do with a hammer.
I'll tell you some interesting things. Oh, you pooch.
I reckon the harvest will be good this year.
Bloody war and everything. I'll be happy if there's anything to harvest at all.
We have to pray to the Lord to shield us from harm.
Aye. But I also heard that if you nail a bat to your front gate, it'll ward off evil just as well.
Are you yanking my pizzle?
No. I'm going to try and catch one tonight.
Hey there, youngster! It's good to see you again.
Likewise. What can I do for you?
If you lend me a little time and a listening ear, I have another riddle for you. What do you say? Happenstance has thrust us together again.
So, what's it going to be this time?
If you can spare a while, I have another riddle for you. A trickier one this time.
Tell me where you're from.
Ah, right. You're the nosy one. I'm sort of from everywhere. I wander here and there, never staying anywhere for long.
And where did your journey begin?
Believe it or not, in Prague. Aye, lad. It's a city like no other.
Do you really just wander the world? No fixed abode?
Aye, I do. Always walking, sometimes hobbling, occasionally having a sit or a lie down, even the odd tumble. But so far, I've always managed to get back up.
A harder riddle, you say? Let's hear it then.
That first riddle was just a test. Just to practice. How about a wager? To make it more interesting. Even a poor vagrant like me has to eat. What do you say?
Why not? I'm happy to bet.
Listen carefully. Once upon a time, there was a fool of a farmer. Family he had none, no stable boys either. So he talked to his animals instead. And, good man that he was, whenever he made a groschen or two, he shared it with them according to his own rules. Every hen in the coop was paid 5 groschen. Every bee in the hive, 15. And the spider in the loft bagged a full 20 groschen. And now you tell me, how much did the cat get?
Tell me the riddle again.
Once upon a time, there was a fool of a farmer. Family he had none, no stable boys either. so he talked to his animals instead. And, good man that he was, whenever he made a groschen or two, he shared it with them according to his own rules. Every hen in the coop was paid 5 groschen. Every bee in the hive, 15. And the spider in the loft bagged a full 20 groschen. And now you tell me, how much did the cat get?
Tell me the riddle again.
Once upon a time, and every hen in the, every bee in the, and the spider in the loft. And now you tell me, how much did the cat get?
$10 groschen.
Exactly! 2.5 groschen for each leg.
What happened to the farmer in the end?
They never said. But I reckon he went to the dogs. You have just the 2 legs, to be sure. But you guessed right, so you earned your wager back. I can give you my stake on top, or I can tell you a bit about my life as a vagabond. How about that?
I'd be glad to hear about your adventures.
Would you care for stories from my travels or tales from the tavern?
What have you to tell me from your travels?
When the sun is up, go wherever you like. But when the day is done, don't stray into the woods or off the beaten track. Nowadays, there are folks everywhere just waiting to fleece you, be they noble or peasant. And those scoundrels tend to frequent the paths that are off the beaten track.
Yes, I do believe I've come across a fair few people like that.
And lived to tell the tale. Long may it last. Farewell!
For the 100th time, I don't owe you anything.
I can't complain, Captain.
For the last time, hand it over.
I don't have a groschen to my name. What are you going to do about it?
You don't have the coin? All right, bastard. Come on then. I'll show you. Stop beating him.
I'll be done with you in a flash. Come on then.
Why did you do that?
These days, no one's ever really said.
You should have fucking stayed out of it.
What's that noise? Don't hit him!
I'll be done with you in a flat. Filthy vermin!
Come on then.
Shame on you! Innkeeper, have you got anything to eat?
This is Pray, you bastard!
Tough shit, fucker.
You have a kind master, eh? Mutt? Someone's lying here.
Hey, what's wrong?
A large beer for me.
Aye, aye, you silly doggy. Go! Whoa, whoa.
Come on, you...
Nice horses you have there. Think they can carry one more?
These nags? Sure they can. Hop on. Yeah! Come on, you nag. Hup, hup. Come on, you nag. Hup, hup. Come on, you nag. Come on, you nag. Hup, hup.
Sacra. My horse is killing me. I've got to walk it off.
Aye, it's not for everyone. Safe travels.
Go! God! Quick! Go! Quick! Go! 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 Ja! Go! Ja!
What now? Oi, you! Come here! Where do you think you're going?
Into the camp, of course.
Oh, aye. They can't wait to see you. Look here. No strangers are allowed in, so turn around and sod off back to the pile of dung you crawled out of.
The Miskovitz blacksmith sent me with some horseshoes. He said they'd come in handy in the camp.
All right, you can go in, but no messing about.
Neither head nor neck. Their face is in the middle of their belly, and these blemiers breed horses with huge ears and birds born out of mud. In the north, there's a land all covered with snow and rocks, where it's always night and green stars shine in the sky. There I saw some strange water monks who have fins instead of legs and fleshy cows.
All right. Just hold on now.
Give me a groschen or two. I won't even turn down a bit of soup.
Would you help me out? I'm looking for someone.
That depends. Who are you looking for?
Victoria. A girl from Miskovitz. They send her up here with goods from the smithy.
You'll have to ask the blacksmith. The smithy is opposite the entrance to the upper part of the camp. If you don't see it, you'll hear it at least. You can't miss the banging of the hammer.
Thanks a lot. I'll ask him.
Farewell, good sir.
Good day.
Greetings to you, friend.
Look what I have for you.
Greetings.
Greetings to you, friend.
I'm sorry.
My respects.
You silly doggy.
Greetings, sir. Who are you?
You do not know who I am? Have you just crawled out from under a dung heap? I'm Grossav of Borumraka. What do you want from me?
Nothing. I just wanted to talk to you.
You and half the camp. I don't have time for you, peasant. I'm in charge of the whole place here. Got that?
Sorry, I didn't mean to waste your time.
Then do not waste my time.
I'm seriously curious about you, lad.
I hear you like to play.
What game would you like to play?
Wagoners.
Let's play.
We'll see whose side luck is on today.
Even a fool gets lucky sometime.
That's
If this
enough
doesn't
for me.
start to get
Your turn.
interesting, I'm gonna go somewhere else. God be with you, my friend.
God be with you.
Good day.
God bless you.
You might even win with that. God be with you. Eat the pizza and we'll stay friends.
Boy.
Damn!
That's how it's
What's
done.
this?
That's the way. Or wait, who threw that? See, you can do it. Keep it up.
Aye, that'll do.
What kind of pig was sitting here?
Ha ha! Well,
now I can die in
that's
peace.
that.
I've truly seen everything.
What are you here for, friend?
What do you have for sale?
What can you do?
Does the name Victoria mean anything to you?
No. Should it?
She's a girl from Miskovitz. I heard she comes up here to sell things.
Ah, I know who you mean. Aye. There's a girl who shows up here every now and again. I'm no good with names, but Victoria sounds familiar.
Who did she know best around here?
She got along with the merchants, but I'd say she fancied Black the most.
Who?
A soldier from the provisioning unit. I'd say her business dealings were more of an excuse to meet with him.
Where can I find this soldier Black?
He's lying in the infirmary.
He's got gut ache, and you can hear him howling halfway across the camp.
Thanks. I'll go and look for him. You're my doggy, eh?
What brings you here?
At your service, sir.
Kill the cook.
Please don't. Then one of us will have to cook, and that will be much worse.
Worse? I didn't think that was possible.
For you'd be amazed. The provision units only supply us with flour, onions, and beetroot. And with a little bit of luck, beer. Cooking anything at all for the entire camp using those ingredients is pretty much a miracle.
Then they should start stealing real food.
There's nothing to take. We've been here a long time and we've already eaten everything the surrounding villagers could offer.
Bullshit! Those dung grabbers are living off something, right? Well, let's go and find their food and take it.
Forget about it. We'll get drunk tomorrow and the world will be right again.
Farewell then, my friend.
Greetings.
Christ almighty. Are you alright, sir?
Here we go again.
It's just that you look...
Muscular, wise, wealthy.
No, that's not what I meant.
I know what you meant. I have had this conversation at least 100 times. Have you never heard of Prester John or the Christian kingdom of Axum?
Yes. Our parish priest talked about that.
Tell me then, how the people in those stories are described. Not exactly like you. Am I right?
But I thought that was just...
So you see, it is not. Musa of Mali is my name. Scholar, explorer, and physician. I run the camp infirmary.
my name is Henry, sir.
Welcome then, Henry. Do you need anything?
You said you're an explorer?
I did indeed. From Timbuktu, I went to Holy Mecca. From the Emirate of Granada to Venice. And from there to the court of Sultan Bayezid of the Osmans. Until I ended up at the court of King Sigismund.
What is Mecca like? I've heard people from all over the world go there.
Mainly followers of the teachings of the Prophet Muhammad. Praise be his name. But the journey is dangerous. I was robbed and arrived in the city as a pauper. Fortunately, I was helped by a couple of my compatriots. But even so, I did not spend long there. Let us say that I was foolish then, and foreign customs took me by surprise. I went to Cairo, where I learned geography and law, so that I would be better prepared the next time. But I never went back to Mecca.
Why not?
I would rather not talk about this, my friend. All I can say is that there are a few rich men and their beautiful wives who I do not want to meet again.
How did you come to be with the Osmans?
By complete chance. In Venice, I joined an expedition that was heading to India, but we were attacked by pirates. Fortunately, I was saved by Sultan Bayezid's warship, though it did not seem like good fortune at the time. You must understand that there are not many of my countrymen among the Osmans. The last time was probably in the days of Mansa Musa, but the Sultan soon found out that I had lived among Europeans, and I could talk to all the envoys who came to him. So I became useful.
So why didn't you stay there?
Because we were about to be overwhelmed by the Golden Horde, led by the butcher named Timur. I had quite enough of war in Granada. So when envoys from Hungary came to the Sultan, I managed to persuade them to take me away with them.
Where is Venice, in fact?
You do not know, my friend? Educate yourself a little. It is not far from here, on the other side of the Alps. Remember that learning is like a garden. If you do not tend it, it cannot bear fruit. Venice is an incredible city that floats on the sea, like a huge stone ship. People from all over the world go there to trade. I helped them as a translator, especially for Christian envoys from Ethiopia on a pilgrimage to Rome. If only you could have seen their glorious arrival in the city. Their procession stretched from the port to the city center, and they had live leopards as a gift for the king of Venice. But I did not stay long. I, who was accustomed to the Sultan's court, being asked to live among sailors? Out of the question.
You were in Granada? Where is that?
Go west from here until you reach the sea, then south to a place called Peninsula Iberica. But I would not go there if I were you. The magnificent Alhambra Palace is forbidden to Christians like you. It is a pity in any case. Such a beautiful and rich country, yet bathed in so much blood.
Blood?
Yes. Sultan Mohammed must constantly repel attacks from the north. That is why I started studying physics, in fact. I wanted to make an impression on the Sultan because swords and cannons are not for me. Let others cut off heads. I can sew them back on again.
What's Sigismund's court like?
I would also like to know that, my friend. But I am stuck here. One would think that the king would value physicians and sages who have traveled the world. But no. He did not even make me his personal physician. He prefers to trust your quacks and sent me here.
It's reckless to speak about Sigismund like that.
I do not think so, my friend, since it is unlikely you will ever get a chance to complain to him.
Why did you leave your country of birth?
That is a very personal question, and we are not that well acquainted yet. Forgive me, but I would rather not talk about it. Not now, at least.
And how do you like Bohemia?
Do you want to hear the truth, or should I praise it to high heaven?
The truth. You don't need to spare my feelings.
Then, all I can say is that this muddy hill is about the only thing I have seen of your country, and that has not made much of an impression on me. But there is still time. Perhaps I will have the good fortune to see more beautiful sights.
Where is this Mali? And what's it like?
Similar to your country, yet completely different. You mine silver, we gold. But in our country, it would never happen that we allow foreigners into our mines. Overall, it is safer in our country. Nobody will waylay you on your journey. And we treat women with greater respect and set great store by learning.
Well, it's not all that bad here, though, is it?
I admit that there are some things I envy you for. Like what you can do with stone.
I saw an arena in the camp. When will there be a tournament?
Firstly, I would not call it a tournament. Rather, mindless hacking. Not even a chogan is so terrible. And, to answer your question, there will not be any. The commanders wisely banned them.
Why did they ban the tourneys?
Because it went too far. Instead of matching skills, people settled scores with each other. They killed each other from rage and also from boredom. Since the tournament was banned, I have a lot less work with mending fractures.
What's that chogan, then?
A riding game. Very hard and dangerous. Two teams of riders with wooden mallets try to get a leather ball into the opponent's goal. Whoever does so more times wins.
And what's so dangerous about that?
When the mallet lands on your head. In any case, nothing teaches you how to ride a horse better than shogun.
What did you mean by mindless hacking? It's a tourney, isn't it?
Merely dumb violence for its own sake. It is not chivalrous like Furecia.
What does that mean? Furecia?
Furecia, the skill set of an Arab warrior. Where I come from, every fighter must be able to ride a horse and take care of its injuries and illnesses. In addition, he should also be able to hold his own when fighting with a spear and a sword. And of course, excel in archery. And above all, he must not be a coward, but on the contrary, an honorable man.
Furecia sounds to me like the chivalry of every good knight. Maybe with the exception of that horse medicine of yours.
Really?
But a good Christian knight should also know how to dance, play chess, and write poetry.
Very interesting. It is a pity. I have not met many like that. Those are all true wisdoms. Also in the name of Allah.
I don't really know the camp. Could you show me around?
Why not, my friend? But I do not have time right now. Come and see me in the infirmary sometime.
Are you the one they call Black?
Aye. But more like green just now.
But I need to talk to you.
And I need something for the pain. Can't you see I'm barely breathing here? Carver, I feel like I'll burst.
Tell me exactly what's wrong with you.
My belly hurts. It's killing me. It's as if I'll burst at any moment or give birth to a calf. It's from the fucking pig swill they give us to eat here.
Maybe. Does it hurt when I press here?
Yes! I feel it here. Here. Oh!
It's no wonder. Your stomach's blown up like a bellows. You must have eaten something really bad.
We put some mushrooms someone found in the woods into the stew. Oh. Fuck.
Well, it's possible I overlooked something. Do you remember what the last thing you ate was?
What do you think? Some cold, watery slop from the kitchen. Like always.
Try and think about it again. I need to know details. Maybe someone wanted to poison you. But then again, maybe you did it yourself. Did you try and spice up that slop from the kitchen by adding something to it?
Jesus Christ, you're right. One fella brought some mushrooms from the forest. They looked fine, so we cut them up and added them to it. Do you think they were poisonous? They looked harmless. And when we put them in the food, it was fit to eat.
It's obvious. You've eaten poisonous mushrooms. If you want relief, you need an antidote. The sooner the better.
But I can barely move. Oh, please. Bring it here to me.
I have something for you that should work. Drink it.
Thank you. Oh, I can feel it bubbling and gurgling inside me.
Well, are you better now?
Not yet.
No. To look at you, I'd say you're as fit as a fiddle. You're not as white as you were, Black.
I still feel like I got run over by a team of oxen, though. It'll be all right once I get a good meal in me. So, what did you want?
It's about Victoria, the girl from Miskovitz.
Christ almighty. That woman won't leave me alone. Now she sent someone to try and change my mind?
Well, I didn't come to change your mind. Why would I do that?
Well, she's tried practically everything. Complaining, screeching, threats, tears, but none of it worked.
And what was she trying to achieve?
Look, we had a bit of fun once or twice, but that was it. She just didn't get it.
Victoria's missing. Her house is empty, and no one knows where she's gone.
What do you mean she's missing? Wait. Seriously?
As if the earth opened up and swallowed her. Seeing as you two used to meet up, you might have some idea where to look for her.
She didn't tell anyone? Not even the blacksmith's wife?
I found a knife and a pool of blood on the floor.
I didn't do anything to her. You saw with your own eyes how sick I was.
You didn't do anything to her? Do you mean besides having a bit of fun and then shitting all over her?
Do you think she did something to herself?
If that was her blood, she's in serious trouble.
Good God in heaven.
Well, I think Victoria is pregnant, but she doesn't want to keep the child. I found some herbs at her house that are used for getting rid of a baby.
My God, I thought she was making it up about the baby. You know, to get me to
I don't think she was lying. That would be one coincidence too many.
But those herbs, she can't do that.
That's all I found out.
She often said she didn't know what she'd do if I left. But I thought it was just the kind of thing girls say.
Well, what were you expecting? She's already in a tough situation, and you just made it worse. Get off your ass and do something.
I can't just prance right out of the camp. Unlike you. Not far from here to the east, there's a spot we used to meet. A small clearing in the forest, where there's a pair of big birches. She might be there.
Good. I'll look there. But I'm doing it for her, not for you. Got it?
I know. But bring her a message from me. Tell her I promise to take care of her, and the little one. We'll manage somehow, but I won't leave her all alone.
Well, how are you going to do that? You're a soldier in the service of the Crown. The army can pack up and move somewhere else at any moment.
She could be here. There's nothing keeping her in the village. She'd find work here. I'd make sure she had a good life.
All right. If I find her, I'll try and convince her.
I'll never touch another mushroom again so long as I live.
Good to see you, friend. Taking their time again.
I heard you have some work for a blacksmith.
That I do. But you'd have to manage more than pounding iron with a hammer. How important is it for you when working to not get dirty?
Let's just say I sometimes get a little dirt under my nails, if you get my meaning.
Very good. Let's cut to the chase then. I need you to bring me something, so that the owner of that thing does not notice you have borrowed it. Interested?
First, I want to know exactly what you want me to do.
As I said, I need you to bring me something. Nobody must know, and nobody must see you.
Yeah, I understand that. But what do I have to get, and from where?
Basan, one of the cumin dogs around here, has recently acquired a very lovely sword. It's called the Absolver. He got it as ransom for some knight he took captive during the conquest of Kuttenberg. You yourself must admit that such a weapon has no business being in the filthy paws of those pagans. Well, they don't even know how to use it. Now, if I had a sword like that...
But humans aren't pagans.
What are you saying?
I'm telling you, they're Christians, just like you and me. Did you ever speak with them?
Do you think I understand their tongue? And that doesn't change anything anyway. I want that sword and that's the end of it.
So what do you need a blacksmith for?
You know, I'd hate for Basan to notice his sword is gone. Can you imagine what that cumin vermin would do to me? But if you could get a good look at it, you could bring it to me and leave Basan with a replica.
A replica?
Of course. Made of some soft iron, with coloured glass instead of gemstones. Just for looks. Basan won't notice the difference anyway. What do you say?
Fine. I'm in. Where can I find this Basan?
Here in the camp, naturally. You'll go to the tournament enclosure, and on the left, behind it, you'll find his tent. It's white with green trim along the top.
That sounds fairly easy.
That may be, but you don't need to dawdle. Run along, and watch out for Basan. Good day. Good to see you, friend.
I don't see what you find so complicated.
I'm sorry.
Their face is in the middle of their belly, and these blemiers breed horses with
Greetings. What do you want?
The bath maids in a military camp must be on their toes all the time, eh?
You can say that again. My girls don't even get a moment's rest all day long. Sometimes I have to drive those randy blokes off with a broom so they can eat and drink in peace.
Could you use some more bath maids?
Could I ever? But very few of them stay here for long. This is no place for a young girl. Lugging buckets of water, day in and day out, scrubbing the men's raw backsides, and front sides for that matter, listening to them yammer on. And the worst thing is, when they come back from a battle...
Oh, aye. The blood and wounds aren't a pretty sight.
A woman sees more blood in her lifetime than any soldier. But they behave like animals. When they win, they get sloshed, and the girls beg me to not be sent to them, because they're out of control. And when they lose, those who survived take it out on the girls. And that's not a pretty sight at all.
Who's causing trouble?
Everybody. But the Hungarians and Cumans most of all. None of us understand their gibberish. When they're in a good mood and have some coin, they can even be quite nice. Then the girls even enjoy taking care of them. But when they're thirsty and skint, they're like animals.
Do the nobles from the upper camp come here too?
Everyone comes here. But we do like seeing the nobles more, because they pay well. And they like taking 2 girls at once.
And do they at least pay twice as much then?
Oh, do they ever? When the girls really make an effort, even 3 times as much.
I need a bath.
Certainly, my baths are at your service.
I've heard the girls here can work wonders. I'd like to see that for myself.
My girls know how to make a fella happy.
What I really need right now is a little taste of paradise.
All right, but money up front.
Let's talk about the price.
Certainly, no problem.
Let's talk about the... Satisfied?
You must be from a poor region. Wonderful. You'll see. You'll be happy to come back here.
That second round was on the house. See you next time, handsome. These furry mutts.
Come here, boy.
Nézem, milyen ocsmány vagy! Ilyet nem minden nap lát az ember! Akarsz a pofádba? Gyere hamar!
Meg fogod bánni!
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you. Nice sword. I'm not surprised they're fighting over it. To make the same won't be easy.
You're always welcome here.
Vigyen el, japaszkát! Na, mi lesz, te hullajelölt? Húzz a pokolba, te fasz! Na mi van? Összeszartad magad?
Baszok rá!
Vigyen el, japaszkát! Húzz a pokolba, te fasz! Pokolra jut! Egyenest a húzza!
It was you! Give up. I surrender. Now I'll show you. Your days of wrongdoing are over. Now you'll answer for your thievery. You'll pay for everything, right down to the last grosh.
If you don't stop this insolence right now, I'll hit you so hard, you'll swallow your own teeth.
Shut your trap, you scoundrel! I won't be intimidated by a coward like you. Pay up or I'll drag you to the pillory myself.
To hell with you.
Fine, I'll make you surrender.
Nem kellett volna beleírni a orrodat. Figyelj! Húzd a pokolba, te fasz! Most elkaplak!
Good to see you.
Bugger off.
I'm not going to forget such insolence.